Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. How are you? I think you are fine. Today we're gonna start completing sentence. Not start actually. We had finished this earlier. Today we'll go for exercise. So as I learned the rules earlier, I think it will be easy for you to solve the things. So I am writing or I'm showing the first part of the sentence means first clause, and you will try to guess the second part. And if you can, then we'll solve, and I will add the answer there. So let's start. Here we find two sentences. First one, he tells the story as if. So what the rules come to your mind when you find the word as if? So we learned particular rules for as if. If you find present simple before as if, that be time we to take were or be to, means past simple. So he tells the story as if. And second one, he runs fast as though. So these two sentences you will find the phrase as if, as though, and the previous clause, the first clause, present simple. So I repeat the rule. So if you find present simple before as if, as though, that be time the next clause or second clause will be subject were then object or subject be to object, means you to construct sentence with were or past form of the verb. You understand? Well, so let's see what the answer. So it comes, he knew it. So he tells the story as if he knew it. So you see, no knew, so be to or past form of the verb is used here. So as I said the rules earlier, if you find as if, as though, that better we to take were or be to. So we took be to here, means past form. So in this way you can assume many other answers to it, but the structure should be like subject be to object or subject were object. The second one, he runs fast as though. So what it comes, he were a madman. So as I said, you to take were or be to. So but I said he were a madman. You could say another things like, or you can construct your own answer, but structure should be like this. But you cannot go beyond the structure. But in some cases, in case of complete sentence, some cases you have been given freedom to answer or to complete sentence as you can. But in some extent, these are fixed, which means you to follow the rules. You cannot go beyond the rule. So here in case of as if, as though, we have two options. If we find present simple the first clause, then we will take be to or were. Do you understand? But the subject verb object, what should be this, you can construct it by your own, but those should be connected to the first clause, means there should be a coherence with the first clause and second clause, and it should be meaningful. So he knew it or he were a madman. These two answers. This is for first one and this is for second one. Are you getting this? Hopefully you got it. Let's move to second rules. Second exercise. Here we get two exercises, two sentences. Ria told the story as if, and she proceeded as though. So same phrases we got, as if, as though. But the difference you notice, first here, first clause, these are actually past simple. So Ria told the story as if, she proceeded as though. The first exercise we saw actually there before as if, as though, those were present simple, but here we got past simple. So in this case, what to do? So I'm saying that structure for this, perhaps you know this. If you find past simple before as if or as though, means if the first clause is past simple, in this case second clause will be had been or had be3. You understand? So subject had been then object, or subject had be3 then object, means subject had be3 means past perfect it is. So in case of past simple at the first clause, if you find as if, as though, second clause will be past perfect or subject had been be3, had been that object. Are you getting? So let's see the answer. What happens? Ria told the story as if, as I said, he had known it. So had known. So known is B3. So had B3 means it's a past perfect. What second exercise? Answer of the second exercise. She proceeded as though I had not spoken. So what the subject and verb I had taken here, you can take as you wish, or but those should be connected to the first clause and those should be meaningful. So the main point is that you to remember the rules. So he had known it, I had not spoken. These are not automatically used as the first clause is past simple here. So we to construct sentences of second clause with past perfect structure. Got it? Thank you. Let's move to third rule, third exercise. If it rains, if he wants. So these are actually conditionals. See, if you find present simple after it, what happens? So you to remember in this case, I discussed it multiple times that in case of present simple with conditionals, next clause will be future simple. So you understand? So what is the structure of future simple? Subject, shall or will be one. So as we find if it rains, then we do take a sentence that should be future simple. If you want, so you can assume or you can construct answers by your own, but make sure that the sentence you construct goes with future simple tense. Let's see the answer. I shall help him. Then next it comes we shall not go. So it is bit opposite. First one it would be we shall not go. So if it rains, we shall not go. If he wants, I shall help him. You understand? The animation come reverse. So if it rains, we shall not go. If he wants, I shall help him. So remember, in both cases we took future simple tense. So as I repeated earlier, that if you find future present simple in conditionals, in first conditionals, second clause will be future simple. So if it rains, we shall not go. We shall not go. It is future simple. If he wants, I shall help him. So it's also future simple. So simply keep in mind that if you find present simple after if, and that time to construct the second clause, you need to follow the structure of future simple. That's all. Next it comes if he came, if they wanted. So do you notice actually what structure it follows? So after if we found here past simple. So if he came, if they wanted. So these are actually past simple. So second clause in this case, we to remember a rule. We to take subject, then we will take would, then B1. You understand? In some extent could also go. So if he came, if they wanted. So what subjects, what verbs, what objects you take, make sure you are taking would before the verb, then it will be okay. See the answer. If he came, I would go. If they wanted, then we would help him. So here we got two sentences, they follow past simple as we have if here. So the next clause will be would plus B1. Would plus B1. Just simply remind would plus B1. You understand? How are you getting this? Other things easy or difficult? I think it's easy. As we discussed multiple times, you had learned this earlier in class 6, 7, 8, 9 also. So other classes. So I think you are getting this easy. Let's move to next rule. Next it says if they had started earlier and if she had tried. So in this case you notice that the things are actually past perfect. So in this case past perfect, what to take? It is would have, could have or should have.